Positive affirmations and how to practice them. Positive affirmations are self-talk in which you tell yourself supportive, encouraging things. A lot of the time the things we say to ourselves aren't really conscious, and a lot of our self-talk is critical. Self-talk can be positive or negative, but it's all too easy to slip into those negative thought patterns. This is because our thought patterns are conditioned at a very young age, and so over time being negative is ingrained into our psyche. In other words, the more you tell yourself you aren't good enough, the easier it is to think and believe it. Regular thought patterns alter the structure of our brains, making it simpler for us to unconsciously repeat ideas and thoughts. But this also means that you have the power to change your brain function and train yourself to be more compassionate. Positive affirmations are a form of self-talk where you consciously stop to notice, appreciate and give credit to yourself. It's a way of affirming for yourself who you are and who you want to be, or where you want to get in the future. As mentioned earlier, positive affirmations are thought of as phrases you repeat to yourself to cultivate a more positive self-view. Finding methods to affirm yourself throughout the day is another technique to practice positive affirmations. This might mean telling yourself that you're a talented and valuable person when you notice self-doubt creeping in at work, or saying to yourself, things like, I am deserving of love, I am thankful for my physique, and I am capable of realizing my dreams. And over time what you tell yourself does have the ability to shape how you think and feel. So, when you repeatedly think something, you are strengthening that pathway in your brain, making it easier to fall into that thought in the future. Let's break it down. The human brain has billions of neurons, which are cells that communicate between the various parts of the brain. When you think, neurons in your brain fire electrical impulses along neural pathways, making those neurons more sensitive and the neural pathways stronger. Therefore, by thinking about something frequently, you strengthen the neural pathway that leads to that concept, making it simpler to have that thought again in the future. As the great late Bob Proctor would say, it's all about repetition. You deliberately give yourself a new thought and thereby create a new route in your brain, as opposed to the old one. This strengthens the route over time and makes it simpler to adopt constructive cognitive processes. Your thoughts influence your actions, so the more you tell yourself that you are successful, the more likely you are to learn new skills or do things that make you successful. Still with us? Instead of falling into the groove of the old pathway, you intentionally tell yourself a new thought so that you build a new route in your brain. Over time, this reinforces the pathway and makes it easier to have positive thought patterns. The more you tell yourself things that may seem odd or unimaginable, the more they become real. Let's look at ways you can do this practically. 1. Make the affirmations personal to you. Think of traits and perspectives you wish to develop in yourself, such as confidence, thankfulness, presence, and then come up with sentences that foster the development of those qualities. 2. Practice makes perfect. Developing new mental patterns is all about repetition and consistency. This means making encouraging statements every day. Affirmations help you think positively about yourself, and the more often you do it, the less stupid you'll feel. 3. Kill your inner critic. We all know that when you say something kind, a voice in your head will tell you all the reasons why it's not true. With all the societal demands to act and talk in a specific way, it's only natural that we have a self-critical inner voice. Using both positive affirmations and your best effort to be conscious will help you become aware of that critical inner voice. And finally, 4. Turning thoughts into action. Making positive affirmations stick requires action. The more positively you perceive yourself, the more likely you are to act accordingly. Conversely, the more positively you act, then the more positively you perceive yourself. In summation, positive affirmations are self-talk in which you tell yourself supportive, encouraging things. This disrupts negative thought patterns, boosts self-compassion and motivates desired behaviors. Also, repeating things creates new neural pathways in your brain, which strengthens positive thought patterns. And very finally, choose meaningful personal phrases. Say them daily and take action based on your affirmations.